Hello, 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 everybody, and welcome to Shapeshifters Team 2. There are a lot of crazy cards coming out today. As is expected, it's silly season, right? This is the point in the year where it doesn't really matter what they release. It's going to be pretty ridiculous. So today, we're going to see all of these new cards. We're going to see new objectives, new SBCs, and everything along those lines. It is another absolutely boiling day. We're starting the stream sat at 28.4 degrees in here. We'll see what it gets up to at the peak today. Yesterday we reached 33, so that was fun. But we were checking out that new rematch game. It was really, really good. I am definitely going to be playing more of this on stream and off stream. I had a fantastic time, so yeah, kudos to them, and hopefully they can keep improving it and adding more. By the way, I recorded a couple of videos over the last few days, one of which went up earlier today. If you haven't seen it, it was Market Mayhem, and it was the episode was based around the Shapeshifters Maradona that I managed to pack from Champs Rewards. And some of these Team of the Seasons that I bought as part of that video, and the Market Mayhem that you're going to see, not the Market Mayhem, the Wheelie McSpinnerson that you're going to see tomorrow with Tom. What's happened in the last, 48 hours? These cards were like 50, 60k, and now they're less than 20. What have I missed that has caused this? Because it's cost me a little bit of coinage. Fortunately, I sold the big hitters early. And so, if any of those have plummeted, then fortunately, I will have avoided the massive, massive price drops with however that has happened. But yeah, just going to sell the remaining cards today, and no one's worth anything. Why are we getting? Why does this exist? Although, to be fair, I am currently looking down the most recent cards released on FUTGG and seeing the prices of some of these, and even the absolutely mental Shapeshifters cards that are being released, some of them are just selling for hardly anything. So how fortunate, how lucky, whatever words you want to use to describe it. Let me just check, by the way. Oh, see, YouTube's having problems again today. What is going on, man? We had this problem yesterday. So, for some reason on YouTube, we're not dropping any frames. Yet on YouTube, we are. Massively. Doing my head in, man. Why is this a thing? Is it happening on Twitch as well, or is Twitch fine? I'm sat here talking to people and no one's even going to be able to hear it. Other than the, 2 people that are on TikTok. There's nobody watching on Twitch, but that actually seems fine, of course. Twitch and TikTok are fine as it stands. I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. But it is. Because it's perfectly fine on these other platforms. So why is it a problem on YouTube? We had this yesterday. I've dropped 0 frames. Our CPU isn't overloaded or anything like that because we're not doing dual output streaming. We're not dropping below our stream bitrate that I've set. So why? Your stream quality is good, says Streamlabs. Yeah, on YouTube, it's absolutely garbage. Is really... I'm not dropping any on my end, so I don't know what the problem is. Is running perfectly on for yeah, I don't know what's going on. Mr. C, hello. I just don't get it, because there's no guarantee. Like, if I restart this stream, there's no guarantee that it works properly on YouTube, because there's nothing wrong on my end. So, like, can I show this? Let's do this. So, let's just quickly record this. So, I don't understand what's going on. If we go on over, look at YouTube, we can skip ahead to the live broadcast. It's miles behind, and it's really, really laggy. But I don't understand why, because as you see down here, we've not dropped a single frame. The stream quality is good. There's no problems there. And on Twitch, everything's perfectly fine. Like, there's no lag, there's no buffering, there's no delay. I don't get it. I don't get it. But hopefully people come on over from YouTube to Twitch. But no one said anything, so I don't know if they will do that. I'll pin my Twitch in the chat. Although I don't even know if that is clickable. Well, what a miserable start to the stream. That's incredible. I don't get it. But yeah, I'm hoping that TikTok is fine. I know there's never normally many people watching on TikTok, but anyone that is it lagging or is it fine? Is it just YouTube that's having problems back-to-back days? At least yesterday when I was trying it, I was trying like the dual output of vertical and landscape. And so I could understand maybe my PC was being overworked and therefore it was dropping some frames. But today we're not doing that. I don't understand. I don't really get it. But Mersab, I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Jamie, cheers for following and coming over from YouTube. The worst part is YouTube is always the one that gets the most viewers, and at 6 o'clock it would boom up, but that ain't going to happen today. TikTok's fine. Okay, Dan, hello, welcome. I don't know what's going on, man. I don't like it, though. It's not fun to have it just be broken. But team of the season, Rodrygo never realised he dropped so much. Got lots of coins. Packed tradable Salah from new TOTS upgrade SBC yesterday. That's a fat dub. Just YouTube that's the problem. Let me put this in the chat. I'll keep the YouTube stream going in case it decides to work normally. But if it doesn't, then just know that Twitch is available. Okay. There we go. Came from YouTubers, that was bad. Yep, Twitch a long time no see. Well, welcome back to the Twitch side of things. It's going to be a very, very quiet one today, but what can you do? Let's have a little look at these to choose from then. So we've got Bonaventura, left wing, 5-star, 4-star. I don't need this card. I simply don't need this card. Belotti is a DM, 4-star, 5-star. Can also play centre back. It's an outrageously well-rounded card. As a DM, he actually looks really good. Not going to lie. And then Immobile is 4-star, 5-star. Can play both fullback positions. I think James used him against me at one point, and he was really good. I feel like I'm more likely to use this card in videos and stuff because he has more like right back, left mid. You've heard Immobile is one of the best right back in the game, and you say people say he's the best right back. Better than Dumfries, even though he doesn't have Bruiser Plus. I mean, I'm down to give him a go. I'll take Immobile. I do also at some point need to get the premium pass. I could use 1,000 of these, as we had some for the James video. What would I get right now if I do that? Tradable 383. I would get another player. We'd get more packs. We'd get a block plus, another pack, some SP, another player, more players. Let's just do it. Why not? Let's just get it out the way whilst we have some of these on the account. James blessed you with the luck. Yeah, I'll show you guys my team and how it has now changed after the last few days. It's a bit mental, not gonna lie. We've had a good time this last week or so with Shapeshifters Team 1. So let's claim these rewards. And now we have to choose. 7 times 83, I'm not going to bother with that. So Pedro or Sanchez? Can Pedro also play midfield? No. He can play left wing though. 4-star, 5-star. Again, very well rounded. Would probably be best at left mid. Rather than fullback. He only has one defensive playstyle. That's a bit dead. Sanchez though. As if you're not giving him double 5. That's disappointing. Cam or on the right? I mean, it's got to be Sanchez. Out of these, it has to be Alexis Sanchez. This one, again, 7 times 83 tradable. I don't care. Tomori or Lenormand? 2 centre-backs that have gone into midfield. Lenormand, 5-star, 4-star, 6'2", can play all through midfield. It's a really nice centre-mid card. But then the playstyles are arguably better for a Cam. He is not getting in at Cam in my team, and I'll show you why. Yeah, he's not getting in at Cam. Tomori, 4-5 as well. CDM or centre mid. Sure. I don't know who I prefer out of these. Because in reality, I don't think I'm going to start either of them. They're going to be used in videos. So which is more useful for vids? Tomori being able to play 2 positions or Lenormand being able to play 3? Maybe Tomori, because there's just so many more Spanish midfielders from La Liga that I can use. So we'll take Tomori here. Oh, God. Okay, 10 times 83. Why are they just 83 packs? They're terrible. Sanchez is superb. Open too many 83 plus packs. Got nothing to pick those. Exactly. I'm not taking those. So we've got a pick of 3 here. Dougie Luiz, Jan Couto, or Samuel Lino. Let's check out this card first. 5-star, 4-star. Right wing or Cam. Again, he's not playing Cam in my team. Oh my god, he does look good, though. He does look really good. Okay, we'll look at those soon. Is there anything else new in here? Is this new? 87 plus 1 of 3 pick. And now they've brought back out... Tottenham have inquired about Semenyo, says David Ornstein. So they have brought out exchanges again. However, do they need to be exact ratings like they did before? No. 87 or higher. So these are closer to the previous exchanges that we had. They don't need to be exact ratings anymore. That's pretty good. I haven't seen this Marquisio. He looks okay. Is this new as well? Or did this come out a long time ago? And it just happens to have 2 weeks left. Maybe it did. Okay. Right, let's go into Evos then and see. It is very old. Right, okay. That makes a lot more sense. Alex, hello. How's it going? So here we go. There's so many paid Evos. It's disgusting. So, there's an SBC for Butragueño. But then to get the actual card, you have to put him through a 300,000 coin Evo. Rather than just giving us this card as an SBC. Why? Why not just make it an SBC? Oh, I missed Carvajal. Carvajal can play cam, striker, or left wing. And he actually looks really good. He's double 5-star as well, coming in at 300k. This Butragueño is about 200,000 coins. So, are they... So they're doing this on purpose because they know that people have got a load of fodder. So instead of letting people grind an SBC to do Butragueño, an SBC... Like, that 94 SBC costs 200k. But then you have to put him through this 300k Evo to get him to the 98. But coins are harder to obtain than fodder. 300,000 coins are harder to get than 300,000 coins worth of fodder. That's what I'm trying to say. So therefore, if it was an SBC, it wouldn't be a 500k SBC, it'd be like a mil. So in terms of value, this is better. In terms of reality of obtaining the stuff you need to get him to the 98, it's going to be harder for people. Unless you go to FIFAcoin.com and use code BIRD at checkout for a discount. Okay. Interesting. So where... Oh, so, okay. We need to back out and in again. And we should have those free cards. It's cool that they're free. I thought they would do the same thing. That you have to do an SBC and then an objective for those as well. So here's all the new players. The cards are not popping up for me, but if we go to the store, I'm assuming they're going to be here. Yes, so these are the 2 cards that you get, and then via objectives, you're going to be able to get them up to 98. Well, objectives and Evos. So they start off as 4-star, 5-star. Only cams. Only cams. Okay. And they... sure. So I'm... Did I somehow miss the evolution for them? Is it in this one? No? Ah. 400k. But you can only do one of them. You can only choose one of them. Kian, cheers! Although you won't be able to hear that because you're watching on YouTube where it's massively laggy. Oh no, wait! Apparently, as of 10 past, the stream's no longer laggy. So for the first, 35 minutes, the stream has been unwatchable on YouTube. And now, apparently, out of nowhere, it's perfectly fine. Hell yeah! Well, Kian, cheers! So yeah, these are both going to come out of here as 98 rated cards, double 5-star, and you take your pick. They have slightly different stats. So Petr Cech, obviously you can add those other playstyles from the objectives. How long do we have to wait though until we obtain the cards? I have absolutely no idea what you mean. You can start this immediately. What are you obtaining? These are the two cards that we're choosing between. We have them. Passing 99 on this one. Okay. Well, will I end up doing that? Maybe. Maybe. I mean, I could just add 100 points and do it that way, to be honest, for 89p or whatever it is for that. So that's an option for me. There was a Carvajal SBC that somehow I missed. Yeah. Oh, I must have gone past him because I saw Marquisio. So yeah, double 5-star for Carvajal. He's, as I said, about 300,000 coins. Jack, exactly. Cam, striker, or left wing for Danny. His stats look pretty damn good. His playstyles are very, very good. I would swap Trivela Gold for, Quick Step. Or even Low Driven. But it's a pretty solid card. Callum, yeah, that's fair. It is the off-season. So... Right, let's open up some picks and packs and see if we can get any Team 2 cards. The pack luck on Friday last week was absolutely dreadful. But then the pack luck from champs and stuff like that was crazy. Quick Step Plus in season rewards. But can you put that on someone that already has 4? Tossed, I'm doing good, thank you. One of 284 plus, we get 284s. What an incredible pick. How do you get the free cards? Log into the game. And they should be waiting for you for 3! 104.84 plus. This is looking very similar to last Friday. Where, as I say, it was not good. One of 584 plus. Haaland. Isn't it mad that a 91 rated card is 11k? How ridiculous is that? Right. What upgrade SBCs have we got available to us then? Oh, we didn't check this. So there's a new 87 plus 1 of 3 pick. Footies Countdown Evo. Where was that? Where are people seeing these things? So, repeatable 4 times. It's only 1 squad. It requires an 85 squad. Okay. Look at how disgusting this is. 2 Royces. Oh, God. Right. Come on, then. 85 squads. Let's do this thing. I'm imagining that this is going to be 387s. And that's going to be upsetting. Oh, it's in the training camp. Oh, I haven't put a single player into a training camp Evo. I forget that they're even a thing. If Liverpool get Isak or a good strike, you think they'll win the league? As it stands with the transfer business that has been done, I think I'd put Liverpool to win the league. It'll be the first time in what, like 5 years that I won't have predicted Man City to win the league when I do my Premier League predictions. They'll be coming soon on the Football channel, as will reacting to like our fixtures and everything like that, and Championship stuff to do with Leicester. Lots of stuff coming on the Football YouTube and TikTok over the summer and as we go into the new season. Let's submit this then and see if we can get anything of note. Anything. 1 of 3. 87. I swear I already put you up there, but that's fine. We're getting double relegated. I mean, I'd be surprised. But you never know. First up. It's an 87. Second card. It's a 90. Harry Kane. I didn't even know that he got a Shapeshifters until Wednesday. And player 3 is not a special card either. I think Bilal will stay. The thing is, if these players don't have release clauses, if we get a transfer ban, we'll do another one of these just because I can. If we get a transfer ban, we are going to have to be offered crazy money to let go of some of the players that we have like that. Because we won't be able to replace them. So, I don't know when we would find that out. Oh, balls. Oh, for Christ's sake. Yeah. I don't know if we find that information out as soon as like the new PSR period starts. If we find out later than that, then surely you try and just get some business done early doors in case you then get a ban. But yeah, if we can't register any new players, then we are going to be so reluctant to sell that we are going to probably up our asking price on every single player. Because you can't rely on youth to come through in every position to make up for it. Right, take 2. 87 plus. It's an 88. It's an 88. Oh. Rudkin is in charge, which means some bad decisions, some good ones. We'll see if anything changes in terms of the... Oh. Tottenham Hotspur have inquired to Bournemouth over Antoine Semenyo. Tottenham possibility appeals to the 25-year-old winger, but Bournemouth's valuation of the international is deemed too high, and Spurs, like Man United, interesting, not proceeding at present. Is there a world they try and go for like Kudus instead? Although he's supposed to be like 80 mil or something like that. Crazy. Crazy money for all these players. Tradable 4 times 84. Oh, it's a walkout. I did get Chekin Yashin. Yes, everyone does. Fagit Mavadidi, Fatau and Bilal have a chance. Just need a good striker. Yep. But again, if we can't bring one... If we can't bring one in via the window, what do we do? Rely on Evans? Or does Daka get his second chance at the Championship? I think Daka was very, very unlucky not to be given more chances last season. Especially considering how long Vardy went at one point. Just wasting chances week after week. He should have been dropped, realistically, but... Wouldn't be selling Kudus to Spurs or selling a player to them, knowing he's capable of being a great player would not go down well. Yeah, but if you end up... If you get the opportunity to sell him to Spurs for 90 mil, let's say, you don't turn that down. Surely not. Silly losing Cannon. I disagree for two reasons. One, our fans seem to rate Cannon so insanely highly based on pretty much nothing. He looked exciting when he played, and I wanted to see more of him because it seemed like the player that I compared him to was younger Harry Kane. For the reason of, everyone will remember this about Harry Kane. When he was first properly coming through at Spurs, and when he played for England, all he ever did was shoot. It didn't matter if someone was in a better position, he would shoot. And for the most part, that actually went pretty well for him, because Kane's pretty damn good. It felt like Cannon is potentially a similar player. And I really, really hope that he would get more game time. He did okay at Stoke, but a chunk of his goals were penalties. And then since we got, like, what was it, nearly, like, 12 mil for him from Sheffield United, he was pants. So, unless he improves quite a bit, it was actually quite a good sale. Something that no one will credit Rudkin for, though. Anything good that happens is nothing to do with him. Czech and Yashin are basically pointless. Why'd you say that, George? Chelsea also interested. Juve interested in Aguerd. Need the players to move so you can move. Seems selling before buying, despite being 7th healthiest FFP club. That is a bit weird. I've just realised I think you've had game sound on the entire time. Yep. Hopefully it's not been too annoying. First 90 player pick, Rodri. Second pick, Dino. As you do. As you do. We'll see if there's anything in the store that I can open, even if it's adding, like, 100 more points. We'll see. They're not getting in anyone's team at this stage, but you're only just seeing the Evo. Yeah, the Evo is the whole point of the cards. Same with the Butragueño SBC. If you don't do the Evo, then yeah. I agree. $1.3 million coins worth of Evos. That's pretty outrageous, isn't it? Like, I don't mind there being paid Evos. What did I just say? I don't know if I said the words that I was actually thinking of. I don't mind there being paid Evos. However, the fact that there are more paid Evos than free ones, and the majority of them now are like over 100k, it's just silly. It's just silly. Butra would be really, really good. I don't think he'd get in my team. It's crazy to say, but I don't think he gets in. It's going to take something absolutely ludicrous, I think, really, to make my team now. Because he's centre mid, isn't he? Or Cam. I can't remember. Look at this pack weight, though, on these Shapeshifters. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Don't really like outfield keepers, so you think you'll just use them as fodder. They're too tall to be fun as cams, in your opinion? I do slightly agree. Because I think it's the same for a lot of strikers. When they turn defenders into strikers, like Acerbi, for example, you can give him crazy stats, but he still feels like a defender that's been put up front. The Evo makes him cam and left wing. Yeah, I don't use wingers, and he's not getting in my team over Griezmann. Like, I got so incredibly lucky in the last couple of days to get Maradona and Griezmann. There is a world where they stay in my team until 99 rated footies come out that everyone can obtain. Just from 85 times 10 or 86 times 10, whatever it's going to be this year. Spam. Callum, that's not unpopular. Still feels like a Serbia up front. Yeah, exactly. By the way, I saw a TikTok on this the other day. Do you all know the detail in this game about double walkouts? About the speed of the card turning round? Or am I just not very observant? Do you know what I'm on about? Because I genuinely saw this within the last week. It's been a thing the entire year. Have a special card for the first time since Winter Wildcards. Who have you got, Jack? Striker, Evo for them both. We're not on about the keepers. Suchek striker card. Nice. Still interested in Ian Ardis, I see. Yeah, I don't know anything. I didn't know anything about him before. I don't now. Torito, cheers for subscribing. Danny Roll, is it worth paying the whatever the compensation fee will be to get him? Honestly, no idea. I've said many times before, I don't think it really matters who our manager is in the championship. If we are able to spend money, you should be pushing for playoffs minimum, whoever you're getting as manager. It's a different question if we have a transfer ban. Big Dite, surely. But why? Our ownership have said that they want to get people in the same mould of manager, like Maresca, right? Following on from like Brendan and Puel and stuff like that. Cooper was the exception to the rule, which made absolutely no sense to anybody. And so then Rude made more sense because of the way that he wants to play. Sean Dyche goes completely against that. If you think the speed of double walkout, they either come out together or one by one. Yes, so you can tell if it's a double walkout before the players... before the card's on the screen. That's also a thing. Look, let's see, right? So this is a guaranteed double walkout. I've not watched a single minute of the Club World Cup, no. Maybe I will, but right now it doesn't interest me. So, you can tell it's a double walkout. You know the walkout lights that appear at the back, on the back wall? Toughen them up a bit, Brexit ball. It's pointless, it won't keep you up in the Prem. This is why I don't think it matters who our manager is in the Championship. If you get promoted, it matters who your manager is there, because are your squad and everything like that going to be able to keep you up? So, how do you tell whether it's a double walkout? When the camera is backing up, there are lights on the floor. If those light strips are lit up, it's a double walkout. If they stay dark, you've only got one. However, the thing that I didn't know is, let's open this up and let me show you. When you get a double walkout, if the players are the same rating... Oh, so we actually get a special here. So it might be different. So this is normal Bruno. You'll see the light strip at the side. There we go. It's a double walkout. So if they're the same rating, this card flips instantly. If the second player is higher rated, it waits. Does that make sense? So, if it's a double walkout and they were two 88 rated players, that card would have flipped from Bruno to the other one straight away. But, if the second player is better, higher rated, it stalls on the initial card, and then after a couple of seconds it flips round to show you the higher rated one. I didn't know that until a couple of days ago, but now that you know it, look out for it when we open up our like 88 plus double, and you'll see what I mean. Nuno Tavares is a right winger as part of Shapeshifters Team 2. It looks like he could be fun. I don't play with wingers, but if I do for a video, it could be decent. So, yeah, in this one, the double 88, you'll be able to look at what I just meant. But let's do an 83 times 20, beg that we get a double walkout, and see if you can see exactly what I just meant. No special cards, a walkout. Do we get 2? And if so, can we show you exactly what I mean? So the first one is Grimaldo. It is a double. So is the second rating higher than 86? Yes, because it's not flipped instantly. There you go. Whereas if it was another 86, as soon as they start on this, we would have seen another one. So now the dream scenario is that I can actually show you one where they are the same. So that you see the difference. But we'll see if that happens. If that could happen with like two 96s, then that'd be pretty cool. Oh, a single draft token pack. Go on then. But yeah, that's apparently been in the game since the beginning this year. Yeah, I saw a TikTok of it this week. No one in the comments knew that it was a thing. I didn't know it was a thing. The couple of people I've asked didn't know it was a thing. And neither did any of you apparently either. So, there you go. CDM, Swiss Granit Xhaka. So here we go. Will we see an instant flip? There you go. 286s. Oh. It was a slight delay, but it wasn't as long as the other one. Oh, I was trying to prove a point, but I jumped the gun. It didn't flip instantly. It did delay. Now I look like a moron because I feel like I've explained it poorly. It did stall. We saw it stay there for a full second and then flip. You idiot! But the other ones definitely stalled for longer than that, didn't they? They were like full 3 seconds. That one was slower. God damn it. You're making me look stupid in front of everybody. You'll see what I mean when it finally happens. I'm just not going to say anything when we open the packs. Did everyone get the free cards? Yes. It tells you about them when you log into the game. No walkouts. Christ. Come on, man. Imagine if they brought back preview packs. They've never left. 84-7. Do we get a double? They should make evos you can get with star points to make that game mode valid. That's not a bad shout, to be honest. Lauren Hemp. And Hegerberg. Yeah, so Fred, look in objectives, and you'll see you can earn stuff to like put onto those cards, like positions, base play styles, and roles. And then there's is it 400k Evo to take them up to a 98? Both the goalies. And there's also an Evo to take up the SBC Butragueño from 94 to 98 for 300k. There it is right there. Perfect timing on the screen. They brought it to the game and no one uses it. This is my, honestly, like, it's my biggest frustration with EA and has been for years, is they have such good ideas, but their execution of those ideas is so crap. And it really lets them down. Ugh. Oh, no, I don't. Let's not do that. First initial thoughts of Team 2. Haven't looked at it. I don't have any. Because I've not seen it. And the reason why is because I don't think it really matters, to be honest, at this stage. Whatever the promo is, whoever the players are in it, they're gonna be sick. So, a lot of the time, unless you're specifically looking for players to buy for your team, then until you pack them, I don't mind having a bit of the unknown of not knowing who's in there. Like I said, I recorded with Tom on Wednesday, and when I was buying Team of the Season Harry Kane for the... No, was that with James? Oh no, on Thursday. Yesterday. I didn't know Harry Kane had a shapeshifter until I was buying his Team of the Season. They mentioned preview packs. You remember they had higher rated preview packs. Very briefly. Very briefly, they had, like, they tested out. You could open like 100k pack, but it was a preview one. But they only ever did a few of them a couple of years ago. Who's our guaranteed tots? No one. Good. Oh, it is tradable. That's cool. Got Charlton from the 89 exchange, 250k. Nice. You got 97 Isak. Solid. I'm assuming he's worth a little summing. Although, what position was he? Let's have a little look, shall we? Whilst that pack's opening up. Who is in packs? Schneider's 40k. Alawiren at left back. He's only 40k, even though he has Bruiser Plus. That's really surprising. Hazard at striker is nearly 4 mil. Can also play Cam. Centre mid. That card looks nuts. Wow. Gerrard right wing. Charlton, yeah. 250,000 for Bobby Charlton. Does this card not look crazy? He looks unbelievable. Like, you're not going to use him at centre-back. You're probably not going to use him at DM. But as a centre mid, to have those 3 playstyle pluses, and tiki-taka, first touch, trivela, technical, intercept plus and bruiser, and block for the defensive side of things in a like box-to-box role. It looks crazy. Dino's 13 mil because it's Ronaldinho. He does also have 5 playstyle pluses. Wow. Cruyff has 5. He's 11 mil. Did anyone in Team 1 have 5 playstyle pluses? They didn't, right? I got Maradona. He was the best one. He only had 4. Only. Wow. 5. On cards that are actually on the market. Okay. Okay, these are the ones that no one's really going to care about, that don't have any value. There's that Souček. He's 13k if you want him. Gakpo's the objective. Theo Hernandez is 1.9 mil. He's a DM now. Mary Earps at Cam. Wendy Renard at Cam. Sam's moves to DM. Valverde at striker. 4-star, 5-star. I'm surprised he's not a bit cheaper. Saka can play left back, striker, or Cam. 5-star, 4-star. Cam might be his best one there. Alexander Isak, again, under 300k as a centre mid, but he can also play Cam. He also looks really good. Martinez, centre mid. Rodri, centre back. Right back or left back, double 5-star. Anticipate, block, ping, pass, and bruiser plus. 4 mil. Christ. And then Putellas is 3.8. Up front. Wow. Okay, so those are all the cards that we're not going to pack. Can you put the striker evo from Season Pass on check? I don't know. Vert's still not announced. Long. 7 PM. Surely, apparently, it's a big one. What does that even mean? Yeah, you get the striker for check from the objectives, but it's whether you could make him a striker. Oh yeah, no, you can do that from objectives. You don't have to do the Evo to make him a striker. I think you can do all of those objective ones before putting it through the Evo, right? Rumours were going big for his announcement. But again, what does that even mean? You're announcing that you've signed a player. Maybe it's just me, but player announcements 99.9% of the time are cringe, unnecessary, or just a bit crap. I think there are 2 that I can think of that I thought were actually pretty solid. And one of them has to be Pogba going back to Man United. Maybe Pogback was a bit cringe. But the announcement of getting him and like Stormzy together and stuff like that, that was actually pretty sick. But then I think the Messi to PSG one, where they had the like drone fly around and through all the stadium, and then it came out to him standing in the middle of the pitch or whatever. That was really sick. But most of these are the ones where they spend a week making a meme template to announce a player. Just how's pack weight? Terrible. I did see us looking at Begovic, apparently. Yeah, do I think Isak will go? I think Isak only goes if Newcastle are willing to sell for the right price. There is a world where they could get offered 150 mil, but they have literally no interest in selling for any... Like, this season, he's untouchable. Unless you're coming in with, like, $500 million. Which isn't going to happen. So... it depends if they're open to it. If they are, there is a world where Liverpool do have the money. So they didn't change anything about exchanges. That's incorrect. That is incorrect. Exchanges have been changed because you no longer need exact player ratings, which you did previously. But yeah, if the reason why Verts hasn't been announced is because there's this monster reveal happening, ugh. Doesn't change that they're terrible for you. I mean, you said they didn't change anything about them. They did. Would it be wild to say we could go unbeaten? It wouldn't be wild to say that you could. To say that you think you will is mental. But a team could. To go unbeaten in the Premier League, there's a world where you don't win it. That's the thing. Because you would be... Like, look at Arsenal's point total from when they went invincible. Right? Was it 11, 12 draws that they got? There is very comfortably a world where, in this day and age, with the point totals that win the Premier League, nowadays, that you could go invincible and not win it. Because if that's... The thing with Arsenal was, they could have potentially been the first team to do like the Centurions, but they cared more about trying to go invincible than they did about winning every single game. To them, not losing was more important than winning. And that's why I think that like the Centurions is more impressive. Because they went out to try and batter everybody in every single game, rather than just trying not to lose. Like, obviously everyone says you can go invincible and get relegated. I mean, nowadays, with the gulf between Championship and Prem, I don't think that's possible. But in theory, it is. But I think if a team went invincible in the Prem, it would require a season like last year. For them to actually win the league whilst doing it. Which, again, might sound a bit crazy. But I think it would only happen because you're focusing on making sure you don't lose, rather than just trying to dominate, if that makes sense. Right, let's open up this double 88 plus. Do we get a special card? Let's see. Nope. Because pack weight is crap. And we get an 88 and an 89. Hooray. Verts is up there for you, probs first in a signing where you're gassed. We're signing a world-class player at 22. Yep. I mean, I don't know how you couldn't possibly be very excited about signing someone for 100+ mil, regardless of their age or anything like that. If you're signing someone for that amount, you have to be excited about it, because unless you've been scammed by like some Nigerian prince via email, you should be signing an absolute monster. Thoughts on the Booter Evo? I don't like that they're just not making it a more expensive SBC that you can grind. They know that coins are harder to obtain than fodder, which is why they've split it between SBC and Evo, rather than just SBC. I think that's a bit crap. 11 times 88 plus pack. So this is what we could open. Oh, we'd need 300, not 100 points. I could do that, though. This is 33 times 84. This gets you a loan. And that's it. Okay. Let's get 300 points then. Very quickly. Right now, for you, you're looking at City only to compete with us because City pool. I have no idea what that means, but sure. There we go. I mean, if Isaac happens, I'd be amazed if there's a world where Liverpool don't win the league. It's such a good window. It's crazy. All right, here we go then. 11 times 88 for Shapeshifters Team 2. Who do we get? At least one Shapeshifter. You would hope for a 2. Was that Oshwola? I think. Yeah. You see right there how it flipped instantly? There you go. For the double 95s. I didn't even see Almiron in that list when I was looking through. But they are both worth absolutely nothing. Thomas Souček as well. I mean, it's 395s. You can't really be upset, can you? Really? You'd be a bit greedy if you're getting really upset at something like that. Alawaran left back is fire. He does look good. I am surprised that he's only costing the small amount that he is. I thought it'd be a lot more than that. Right, let's get rid of some of these. Maybe not you, just in case you fit into a crazy Evo and it's making you very expensive. I need to get rid of these golds. The problem was they weren't selling before, so I couldn't. So I didn't bother listing them. Whereas now they are, so we should. What was this? Oh, there was a guaranteed shapeshifter. Okay. Let's do this. Why not? Why not? Let's see what we get. Arsenal were kicked out of the League Cup by Middlesbrough. Yes. Had one loss in 18-19 season. Man City won the league by 1 point. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Man City are just a bit mental, aren't they? Done all your 87 picks, got no shapeshifters. I can't say I'm surprised. They don't seem very good. Really? Unfortunately, I'd love to say else otherwise. A Cherby, there we go. Maybe we can actually do like one or two more. Hey, that will do, pig. That will do! And then I think it was an 85 squad for the other one, yep. I'm assuming that this is going to give us just the worst possible one. However, I mean, I really shouldn't do this. Because I got the most expensive one. And then I don't even think you can get the icons or heroes. I got the most expensive two. I've got Royce, I've got Rashford, I've got Lukaku. I'm basically looking for Harry Kane here in this pack. So this is a really stupid idea, but oh well. Any links right now with the Foxes in terms of transfers, manager, etc.? No. But there won't be. There won't be until July the 1st. When the new PSR period starts and we can actually afford to do things. So you see all of our fans on social media moaning that there's no transfer links. We still don't know about our manager. Yeah. But if you don't understand at this point that the reasons why, you're just not paying attention. Obviously, from people looking from the outside in, they might question things, and that's understandable. But to any of our actual fans, they should surely know by this stage. Would I be upset with a Griezmann? No, because it would be a, 97 rated dupe that I can maybe use towards an SBC that maybe I wasn't previously inclined to do, because ratings. Whereas now I'd maybe be a bit more tempted. Maybe I do like that Butragueño or something like that. I don't know. I don't know. So, yeah, I'm going to be on holiday when we start to actually get some news and links and stuff like that. But that's fine. It's perfectly fine. Lots of videos, lots of TikToks going to be coming your way that are Leicester-based, on top of anything that is just normal football chat and conversation and stuff like that. Thought SBC Brutra looked a bit cheap. Well, I mean, in reality, it's probably more expensive than that card would be on the market for the 94. But then, yeah, turn him into the 98. Could get Elise. What positions? I don't need Elise, though. He's a striker, isn't he? My front three are probably not going to change for the rest of the year. Should we see what I actually need? Like, Vardy, Maradona, and Vardy are most likely not leaving this team until we get 99 rated cards for footies. Because there's not really any reason to change them. Do you think Leicester would win the Prem last season from the 2016? I don't even know what that question means. I've no idea what that question means. No, I didn't think we'd win the Prem last season. I thought we'd get relegated, and we did. So... Oh, I did get a... I thought I actually... Oh, yeah, we were potentially going to try out Immobile. However, Lukaku can also play left-back. I tell you what. We might have to use Lukaku. We were also going to look at using, I think, Grealish maybe at left back. Or Immobile. Although I don't... Oh, Immobile's down there. I think Lukaku has to be in this team. Do we put him in over either of the centre-backs, though? I'm not sure. They are very, very good. But maybe we put him at left back instead of Simon. He looks insane. Do I think Leicester title winning team could win last year's Prem? Right. I mean, the thing is, with our team that won the Prem, individually, it wasn't insane. Like, I would say that basically everybody in that team did have, obviously, a phenomenal season. But if you take it player for player, our title-winning team against the Liverpool team that won the league, they win it over us. But when you then add in, like, the togetherness, the spirit, the fight that team had when we won it, that's one of the big things that won us the league. Was the sense of team rather than a group of individuals. And that's very hard to account for when you're comparing different clubs and teams and squads and stuff like that. So, yeah, looking at what I need, again, Harry Kane was a centre mid, right? So there we go. He could go in instead of Tanaka if I get him. Elise would be irrelevant. Pretty much every single card I can get from here is probably getting nowhere near my team. But let's open it up anyway. Because why not? And then, apparently, according to multiple people in the chat, Florian Wirtz gets announced in 30 seconds, so... Oh, no, they did it 1 minute early. 6:59 PM. Florian Wirtz is a red. Why you wouldn't do it at 7 o'clock? Don't really understand. But, what a massive announcement that was. Yeah, they pulled out all the stops here. They put some glasses and a hat on a seat. Wow! Who came up with that one? Genius. Right, let's open this thing up then. Shapeshifters Team 1 pack. Pow! Who's that? Schlotterbeck. Don't need him. And as expected, it's about as bad as it could be. But there you go. Wirtz is officially a Liverpool player. The 22-year-old has signed a long-term deal with Liverpool until 2030. The biggest transfer package in both Bundesliga and Premier League history now confirmed. And Prem. I'm assuming that's including the add-ons. Because I thought the final... I wonder if they've put it in their information, Liverpool. Liverpool agreed signing of Florian Wirtz from Bayer Leverkusen. Long-term contract. Sure. His official squad number will be confirmed later this summer. Never saw that one coming, no. I mean, this is really exciting. From a neutral's perspective, Wirtz is really, really fun to watch. So, seeing him balling out in the Prem should be really good. Oh, Flamengo versus Chelsea has just kicked off. For those that have any interest in the Club World Cup. If this one's on Channel 5, maybe I'll... maybe I will whack it on for the first minutes of me watching the Club World Cup. I don't know if other people are feeling the same way, but to me, it is like, it is just a big pre-season thing. DAZN does let you watch it for free. Is there a DAZN channel, or do you have to install like the app and then watch it on there? If it's an app, then I could do it. To be fair, I could get it on like the iPad or laptop or something. Let's open up one of these just because we can. Oh, no shapeshifter in there. Oh, it is tradable. Okay, well, we'll get some coins back. And then the loan. Do we get an absolute monster? Aloe Iron, the one that people were hyping up, but now he's not worth anything. We've got Virgin TV, not Sky. Maybe there is an app via Virgin though, or via just my TV. I'll have a look. Core, what a card! Big Thomas. Well, that wasn't worth it. But it is what it is. I'd be amazed if he doesn't turn out better than Havertz. Like, Liverpool complete 100 mil plus 16 mil signing of Florian Wirtz. So, if all add-ons are hit, he will be the most expensive player in Prem history. Oh, let me get you some sound.
Ja, es fühlt sich sehr besonders an. Ich bin sehr froh, dass es endlich geklappt hat, dass ich so einen großen Verein beitreten kann und für ihn spielen kann.
Yeah, 1 mil more than Caicedo.
Also,
you assume that the add-ons for a deal like Wirtz are going to be winning the league, winning the Champions League, maybe making X appearances for club and maybe international caps whilst he's a Liverpool player. I feel like there is a very, very strong chance that all add-ons are met with Wirtz, but it's the kind of transfer where you want those to happen because that means that you're winning everything. So the money that it costs to pay the add-ons for, oh yeah, we won the Premier League. Oh, we got to pay Leverkusen 5 mil more. Oh, no. Damn. We only won the Prem, so we just made God knows how many million from that. I think we can pay 5 for him.
So, ich denke, bei Liverpool denkt man auf jeden Fall erstmal an den FC Liverpool. Einer der größten Vereine der Welt. Von mir kann man auf jeden Fall erwarten, dass ich immer 100% gebe. Ich werde jedes Spiel versuchen zu gewinnen und natürlich darüber hinaus noch dem Verein weitere Titel schenken. Ich bin natürlich sehr stolz und freue mich auf jeden Fall auf die Aufgabe, die kommt. You'll never walk alone.
Like, this is a superstar signing. All right, don't get it twisted. You're paying 100+ mil for an up-and-coming absolute monster. One of the best youngsters in the world. This is sick. And as I say, as a neutral this season for the Prem, I just want to see him play. Linking up with the likes of Salah. Imagine they go out and buy a massive striker as well. Whether it's Isak or someone else. Dear God. It would be ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. But exciting is the main thing. Omar, cheers for following. Appreciate it. Beating off Bayern and City, etc., especially when maybe a year or two they wouldn't have. Exactly. I am intrigued, like, what was the truth? Did City pull out because they thought he was too expensive? Did he choose Liverpool over Bayern? These things, maybe we'll never properly know. Or maybe not for many years to come. Until, like, the end of his career or something, when he talks about what he could... Like, if he becomes a Liverpool legend, he'll talk about it at the end, saying, yeah, I had these options, but I chose Liverpool and 0 regrets. Because I've now won the league 5 times with them, the Champions League twice, and stuff like that. Bert's only wanted Liverpool. But the reports were that him and his family were really annoyed at Bayern because Bayern, like, were feeding stuff out to the press to make it seem as if he was going there. And so even though he would have been happy to join them, they reportedly felt disrespected that Bayern were basically making out as if, oh yeah, of course he's joining us. It's basically already done. And so therefore fell out with the people involved and stuff like that. And so then when Liverpool come and swoop, suddenly you're more open to that move. Whereas if Bayern hadn't acted in the way they had, maybe he would have ended up there. As I say, the kind of things that sometimes you never hear about. Sometimes you hear about them 20 years after because they're randomly on a TV show and they get asked a question about it. And suddenly, there you go. The answer that everyone's wanted for decades is finally out from just a casual conversation and question. We'll see. But it is getting very warm in here. We're nearly at 31 degrees. I need to get some food, and I also need to do some editing because I've got a very busy weekend coming up. So tomorrow, you will have a Wheelie McSpinnerson going up, and that is around Shapeshifters Griezmann. So hopefully you can enjoy that one. And there won't be a stream tomorrow because we've got the Pokemon Go Community Day, and then I'm going to see Iron Maiden. On Sunday, I'm busy in the morning and afternoon, but there's a world where I stream in the evening. It depends if my dad or mates are available for golf, because if they are, I'd be doing that then. We'll see. And then Monday, I'm going to Guns N' Roses, who, unlike all of their other shows as part of this tour, they come out at like 7:45 or 8 on Villa's website, because it's at Villa Park. It says they're going to come on stage at 6:45 and that they're going to be on for 3.5 hours when none of their other shows have gone like over anything around 3. So I don't know what's happening there, and it kind of scuppered any plans of being able to be live for 6 o'clock on Monday for any new upgrades and stuff like that. So we'll see. And then Tuesday and Wednesday, I'll try and stream on Tuesday and Wednesday, because Wednesday night or evening, that's it. I'm off. It's holiday time until the 6th of July. So not long to go, really, until this big holiday. I'll try and get some collabs recorded. I am definitely going to be recording with James. I'd like to try and record with Curbs, and I'll see if I can record with Tom as well before I go. So at least I can spread out a couple of videos like every couple of days whilst I'm away. So you still do have some content going up. I'll still try and do like TikToks and some YouTube shorts of new stuff that's added into the game and anything like that. Especially if we start to get any sprinklings of either information or leaks to do with FC26 whilst I'm away. I think that will probably start around the middle of July. But there's a world where it comes a bit earlier than that. So I will also be trying to pre-record a couple of things for the football channel, but I can actually record some stuff for that whilst I'm away. I'll be taking my laptop, and so I can do face-to-camera stuff where we're just having discussions about things whilst I'm away. So that won't be a problem. So that'll be good. I don't know if we're going to take the Xbox. Normally I do, so that we can use it for like Netflix and everything like that whilst we're away. But I'm undecided as to whether we're going to do it this time. Because if we do, then I can do the TikToks and stuff for this game while I'm actually on the game. Because 6 o'clock content would come out at like 11 PM. So that wouldn't be bad. You say solid announcement. I mean, a hat and glasses on a chair. And then just a picture of him. It's about as boring as it can get. Considering what people said in the chat, I was expecting at least a video. But, oh well. Who cares? It doesn't matter, does it? What matters is him having joined. There is a video. Oh yeah, we literally just watched that. I mean, it was a minute long. Yeah. I mean, that wasn't the announcement, though. The announcement was, as I say, a picture of sunglasses. And a hat. And then a picture of him. They should have done the video before the picture. Oh, well. Pedro Neto scored for Chelsea, for anyone that's caring about Club World Cup. Or maybe people have got bets on. Maybe that's how they're making it interesting. Maybe that would make it interesting for me. If I just had some small little bets on it, so that at least I'd have something to care about. I don't know. Liao or pack? The answer is basically never pack. Because you're probably just not going to get stuff in the pack that's as good as the players that you can choose. But that's going to be that. Because, yeah, we are at about... Come on. Oh, there we go. We're over 31 degrees. Where are you going on holiday? Florida. There is a world where I do vloggy bits, but I'm undecided as of right now. But maybe. We'll see. But thank you very much for watching, everybody. I need to cool this room down, get this PC turned off, and get some editing on the go. Hopefully you have a good weekend. As I say, I'll maybe stream on Sunday. I'll try and get streams done on Tuesday and Wednesday. And then you've got at least one video coming your way over this weekend. And then I'll try and get a couple of collabs recorded early next week in order to upload whilst I'm away. So that's the plan. Hopefully you enjoy it. Good luck with champs. Good luck with packs. All of that good stuff. And I will see you guys again very, very soon. Thank you once again for watching. Good night, everybody. Goodbye.